Hello people, this is Latsu7 and this time I'm coming back with a double-header VGC battle. So yeah, I mean, I have really gotten into VGC a bit more on this generation, although I cannot go into the Manchester, or not actually Manchester, I think they are in Birmingham or somewhere around the UK anyway. So the thing is that I cannot go into the tournament even though I would really want to, but because of the kinda the lack of money kinda makes it me unable to partake in the tournament. And I know that I am able to do pretty well in the tournaments because I have gotten myself pretty high up on the ranking. But yeah, I mean, I used the team against the BCB and you can check that video right after the battle, so yeah. But now we're battling against someone I met on the random match-up, and this Japanese fellow did give me quite a battle, and quite frankly, I was pretty threatened by that Smeargle right there. I think they also had a fake outer in their team, but I don't exactly remember what the fake outer was. Was it Liepard, Kangaskhan, Sableye? What in the bloody blazes was it? But anyway, without further ado, let's get right into the match. So, we are gonna wait a little bit of a time, and now we're getting right in the match, and our opponent, the Japanese fellow, is trying to send out the Charizard and the Garchomp as I lead off with my Ferthon and Staraptor. Because I lead off with Staraptor and Ferthon, I was exactly fearing the Dark Pulse from the Fake Out, because that was my best way of countering that. But they lead off with Charizard and Garchomp, what I wasn't exactly expecting, but I'm not too worried because I have Final Gambit on my Staraptor and I also Scarf, so I would be faster than the Charizard, and then I could use my Ferthon to hit that Garchomp with the almighty, the one and only Gyro Ball! You spin me right round! And I deal half the damage to the Garchomp, taking half of its HP away! And now it's scared that it has to retreat. While my Ferthon is also scared as the Smeargle comes in, it's shivering its rugged body, and now the Charizard is gonna Mega Evolve into Charizard Y, which in turn is going to be a very, very massive threat to my Ferthon. However, even though it has Drought, even though it has anything fire type, it doesn't matter because Ferthon is gonna go with Protect! And no matter what move the Charizard is gonna use, it's not gonna break through my Protect, and I have to use Final Gambit on the Charizard to deal as much damage to it because I am locked into the Final Gambit. As I already mentioned, I am Choice Scarfed, and now the Charizard is going to go with the Heat Wave, and now it's time to bring in the Blastoise to kind of fight against this Charizard. And now I'm just gonna use the Mega Ring. I am gonna activate the Blastoise not on Vivian, and now Vivian has the power, the one, the only, the same move that Maverick has, Fake Out, and I'm gonna Fake Out that Charizard after Smeargle goes with the Dark Void. It hits both of my Pokemon, but there is something far more sinister ahead for my opponent. Although Ferthon fell asleep, it doesn't matter, because my Ninja Ferthon has the Lumberry. The Lumberry will wake it up and Charizard will flinch on the Gyro Ferthon will spin the Charizard right round as well, taking it down. With the almighty Gyro Ball, and threat will be exterminated. So, now the Rotom will come in on my Blastoise, and although I really wanted to switch Blastoise out, I couldn't risk Dark Void hitting on my Gothitelle, so I really couldn't switch it out. And now I just have to take the Dark Void on my Ferthon, and it's gonna fall asleep, but it doesn't matter. Ferthon is gonna carry the team on his ragged back even though it's asleep. The Rotom is gonna go with Wall Switch on my Blastoise, and it's not a very good situation as both of my Pokemon are asleep. However, I still think that I can pull through this because Ferthon is going to be a massive assistance on this battle just because the Charizard has been exterminated. It is no longer a thing to worry about. And here I was expecting Smeargle to switch out onto the Rotom because I knew that the Smeargle would be Scarf because it was faster than a Charizard, or I at least assumed it would be Scarf because it only went Dark Void twice. So now the Rotom comes in on as the Garchomp goes with EQ. I bring my Gothitelle, and now this time I'm thinking that my Gothitelle would be able to handle the pressure while Chase will take it on like no one else. And Gothitelle has the possibility of going with the almighty Trick Room. The Garchomp is going to try and use its Earthquake on my Gothitelle and Ferthon, and it's gonna deal a massive amount of damage because of the Critical Hit, but Rotom Government will always send my Gothitelle, which allows me to leave this turn and go and unleash the one, the only, and twisted dimensions with the Trick Room, which in turn gives me the possibility, my ladies and gentlemen, to win this match with my Ferthon, because Ferthon is a flipping ninja and it is slow, the slowest ninja out there, and it's going to be able to hit this the opposing Pokemon really hard with Power Leaf and Gyro Ball. The Garchomp is so afraid of my swinging around, so I have to, it's gonna protect itself as my Ferthon wakes up, goes with the Power Whipper! On the road, I'm dealing a massive amount of damage as Gothitelle will finish it off with a Psychic! And that is the story of the Rotom. And it's going to be, had to be sent out to this Pokeball. Now, it's Smeargle and Garchomp versus my Ferthon, Gothitelle, and Blastoise. But not Gothitelle anymore because it's going to die onto the burn. So, it's Blastoise and Smeargle, Garchomp, and Ferthon. So, we'll see if Vivian is gonna be able to Fake Out on this turn and go pull off the Fake Out once more. And now, the intention was to go with Fake Out on the Smeargle. However, Smeargle is gonna pull off the Follow Me, which I did not expect. I was intended to go with the Durable on the Garchomp, but it doesn't matter to me because I get to take out the Smeargle on this turn. But although it was Choice Guard and I wasn't too threatened by it, that's why I wanted to attack the Garchomp first. But my Ferthon, my Ninja Ferthon is so bulky that it can take another EQ and then finish the job with Gyro Ball on the Garchomp. And this is what Ferthon does. It carries teams on its rugged back. No matter if there was a Charizard Y, no matter if there was sunlight in the game, Ferthon took down every single Pokemon on my opponent's team. And now jumping on the second match against a German fellow, Massi, which was a very interesting battle in my opinion, and this one had more standard lead of mine. I usually have a tendency to go to lead up with Staraptor and Gothitelle, just because they can effectively help me to pull off my strategy, and they really work. They really work. But on the previous battle, I kind of was really afraid of the Dark Pulse and a Fake Out, and I don't think that I would have been able to handle it as well as I would have hoped for. So that's what problem. So I kind of had to deviate from my regular strategy. But this is what I usually have a tendency to bring in. I bring in a Staraptor, Gothitelle, Blastoise, and then either Rotom-Heat or Ferthon. Or maybe sometimes I might bring in something else on my team, depending on the battle. But either way, without further ado, let's jump right into the second battle! So, let's see here. Massi is doing a challenge to us. The German fellow challenges the Finnish people. So, now I lead off with Staraptor and Gothitelle, as I already mentioned. And now, Massi is gonna lead off Minetric and Gardevoir. I honestly was going to... I wasn't too threatened by the Gardevoir, and I think that the Minetric would have been a problem because it is indeed a Mega Evolution. But it doesn't really matter to me that much because I can just allow them to go Mega on this turn. It doesn't matter to me. Go Mega all you want, intimidate me if you will. But it doesn't change the fact that my Staraptor is going to be faster than this thing. And I'm gonna use Final Gambit on it, and it's going to die on this turn, along with my Staraptor, given that, but it gives me a free opportunity to set up Trick Room for my team. So, Minetric goes down, Gardevoir is gonna be hanging about, but it's not gonna be that threatening because I don't think it's gonna be Assault West or anything along those lines. So, it's gonna unleash the Moon Blast on my Gothitelle, doing a little damage altogether. And while I set up my Trick Room to twist the dimensions once more, and now, I will really recover a fair bit amount of HP from the leftovers. And now, it's time, my turn, to bring in the Ferthon, the ninja, the one and only Pokemon what will carry this team on its rocket back as the Rotom comes in. And here, I wasn't really predicting it to Protect. I really wasn't expecting it to Protect. I was trying to just double target it and try to take it out. But that's not the case. I got it gets a free Moonblast on my Gothitelle. And that wasn't really something I wanted to kind of handle with my Gothitelle, to be fairly honest, because I knew that I had to take one. But now, the Rotom goes with that Double Protect, and it gets it. It gets it, the Double Protect. It gets the 50%, and I was once again double tracking in a Rotom because my Blastoise doesn't really appreciate dealing with Rotom, so that didn't really work out. I think Gothitelle is gonna go down to my foolish misplay of double targeting the Rotom twice. while it gets the double protect. And now I've just gonna bring Maverick, my other Blastoise, and now Maverick has the possibility of unleashing the only move that it has in its possession. While the Blastoise Unite is gonna activate, and now my Blastoise will evolve into this Mega Blastoise, which in turn can do a little thing. After this power whip of my Furthon, the Ninja Furthon is gonna use the power whip on the Garchomp, and the Ruskin is gonna hurt it a little bit, and now the Blastoise unleash the Water Spout! And it's gonna take out the Garchomp and deal a massive amount of damage to the Gardevoir. And the Gardevoir is going to actually attack my Furthon with this Moonblast. So, I wasn't exactly sure what was going on there. Did they want to attack my Furthon? Was it the biggest threat, or what happened there? But now the Rotom comes in, and now it's just time for me to spin the Gardevoir right round and take it down, because I was actually expecting Rotom to go in. Protect once more, but that's not the case. That's not the case. While I'm gonna use Dragon Pulse on the Rotom, and it's gonna deal a fair amount of damage. It's gonna use Revolvis on my Furthon, but it's not gonna make it much of a difference, because my Furthon, as we already saw, it has Lumberry, which will heal from that burn, and now the Wasted Dimension will return to normal. And although the Rotom has the possibility of going with Thunderbolt, it's not gonna KO my Blastoise, and Blastoise is just gonna retaliate with Dragon Pulse once more, bringing the Rotom down to its Citrus Berry, which in turn will give my Furthon a possibility of finishing the game off with the almighty one and only Power Whipper! And that, my ladies and gentlemen, was the game against Massi! A really fun game. I enjoyed that at the time, and I enjoyed narrating it right here. So, here's my previous battle with the BCV, and this is on the BCV's channel, so you can see my wild chase on the opposing side, while the Intimiture is on the BCV side, and there, this was a double battle. I was hoping it would be a VGC battle, but quite frankly, Bidoof didn't have any VGC teams ready, so I just rolled with the double battle, and we had a random matchup double match, and it was fun. We had 3 games. It was like a VGC tournament Top Cut rules, so it was interesting. It was interesting indeed, and I greatly enjoyed playing that game. And on the third match, there was so many plays, and I was able to do some things what I really wanted to do. And if you really want to see how it goes, you go just watch the video, because Bidoof is a good narrator, and I think he is gonna be giving you the one thing what you want, being entertained. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? But without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for enduring my narration once more, and like always, leave a like, leave a comment, and as always, have a fine day! But on the side note, before I end this video just here, it's just that TPU is making a comeback, and I'm gonna be one of the directors of the TPU, so if you're if you wanna go into the description and check out TPU, what it is, you could just go there, and yeah, I'm gonna give it perhaps a bigger of a shout out later on, but it's gonna be interesting, so yeah, thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for enduring, and you know already, and as I say, have a fine day!